Hi guys, Squall here, back with some Euro Truck Simulator and Trucking Diaries EU. If you remember, we are in Lublin. You can see it down the bottom right there. We're in Lublin and we very, very much need to rest, although it's 7 AM, which basically means we're going to have to sleep through the day here, and which is a bit of a pain, to be honest, as a truck driver, having to pull up your curtains and sleep through the daytime, and then it's going to be a nighttime course. But that's what we're going to have to do, because that's the way the dice has rolled. So let's do that first. And we're awake. Alright, 4 PM in the afternoon. We've just paid a loan payment of 2,888, which is annoying. So we've got 37. Let's have a quick look at the bank situation here. We still owe 94k, which is really annoying. I don't know why I'm looking there. Let's look in the driver manager and see how much money we're earning here. So we're bringing in around about 11,000. About 11,000 a day. Now, we are going to have to think about, you know, buying a couple of trucks and getting into that debt run. Let's just see here. So our monthly payments, our daily payment, sorry, is 2,800. If we was to get a 400 loan, we could keep that along with the 500, and our total payments would then be 5,700 plus 2,800, which would be about just over 8,000, which is a lot of money. We could, of course, pay off 100 and be left with 300. But a truck is going to cost us 100 each, and we need to upgrade the garage. Let's have a look at our garage. Can't remember how much it is to upgrade now. We need to upgrade the garage, which would cost 180. Plus a couple of trucks. We'd need all of that 400. And we've only got 37, so maybe we should do that and get the ball rolling on the recruitment front. There's never really a good time to do this. We can cover the daily payments just about. But of course, once the drivers start bringing in some money, it will help to accelerate things. So I think now is the time that I want to do this. We're going to go and grovel to the bank manager on an afternoon, 4 PM. We're going to go in. Hey, Mr. Bank Manager, can we please have 400k? 70 days, good grief. Okay. It burns. It burns. Look at the difference in interest rates. The laugh of this is like the European interest rates now are so ridiculously low. They make this look hilarious. But it is what it is. It's the game, right? So let's go to our garage manager now, and we'll upgrade our Copenhagen garage so we get 2 extra slots. So now we've got an extra 2 slots, and we need to fill them here. So what we're going to do is go to the truck manager, truck dealers, and we shall bring in, let's bring in a couple of Scanias because we can. I've just thought I can't actually buy online, can I? I can't buy online, so I need to teleport though. So we're going to have to go back to north of Poland. Okay, we'll have to do that. We're committed. You have to have at least, is it 3 trucks in your arsenal before you can actually buy online? Something like, was it 5? I can't remember now. Let's not give them Scania 143Ms. Let's just give them stock Scanias. The reason being... Hey, wait a minute. Oh, no, that's trading value, I was going to say. The reason being that if I decide to get rid of the 143 mod, which I no doubt will at some point, these will all then resort back to default trucks anyway. So it's going to cost 112 each. It's a little bit more than I wanted to pay. We'll give them Squirrel Logistics. Let's give them all black. Let's give them black squirrel skins. There you go. Confirm that. So we shall purchase. No. Purchase. Do you want to drive your new truck? No. I want you to put it here. Okay, and then we'll purchase another one. Don't want to drive it. I want to put it here. Okay. So now we're down to 36 grand, which is more or less where we started today, to be honest. Last thing we need to do is go and find some rubbish. Sorry, hire some drivers. With exceedingly high ratings, of course, all on 1.7. The main thing here is what skills have they got. Now, you can notice these 2 guys have got all of their points in eco driving, which is nice, but not ideal. Having a point in long distance is definitely a benefit for him. For me, at this stage, it's all about where have your default points been weighted, because the long distance is way more important than that driver rating for me. Tina T's got a point. She's actually got some useful points here. She's got a point in long distance, and she's got a point in kind of just-in-time urgent deliveries, which is very good because it means it lets her take pretty nice paying jobs on, not brilliant, but reasonable length courses. So I think we'll take her. We'll take Tina T, which sounds like a pop star. And let's just have a look at the third page just to see. Tim D, it's a very impressive beard. You look like a gnome, sir. But unfortunately, your points are not in the right place. This guy is... Although he doesn't have long distance, he does have some very useful points here in fragile and just in time. So he could take some nice cargoes. Probably wouldn't take him that long to get 1 point there. So that's an option compared to having a point there and 2 points in something that frankly is not very useful. So I think we're going to go with Will. And we'll immediately change both of their skill sets, or the focus of their skill set. So if we go back to the company manager, driver manager now, and so Tina's got a point already in that, whereas Will's not got any. So the first thing I'm going to do is put a point in long distance. So the game will now focus on building points here rather than anything else. So we'll keep our eye on this. When he gets about 3, we'll switch him up a bit. But Tina, she's got this point here, but I think, I'd like to see her getting more long distance because it does pay pretty well. So we'll get her focused on that. And there you go. We'll just set them off and they'll start doing their thing. In the meantime, let's have a look in the freight market. Oh, it did put us back here. Oh, that's cool. I can take the lumber then. I thought it was going to move us physically. That's fine. Let's take this one here, the lumber, down to Krakow in Poland. So we're going to work our way across Poland. Because we're using Pro Mods, we've got Poland rebuilding already built in. So Poland is actually a really nice drive in this game. 1L, 2L. There we go. It is going into gear. It's behaving. Alright, let's get out of here. Now, I've got a mod, which I'm going to show you in a second, which is kind of interesting. It may or may not be your thing. It was pointed out to me on the Sunday night trucking stream, and I thought I'd give it a go, which I did on the Sunday night trucking stream, and I have to say, I kind of like it. Some people say, oh, oh, hang on. I need to concentrate a little bit better than that. Some people don't like it, apparently, because it can make things a bit difficult. It's basically a mod that... So I'm just not focusing here. Iceland. It's a mod... I'm going to have to do a U-turn. Eek. You know when you pick up and drop a delivery and you've got the flashing green box? It basically gets rid of that. And it replaces it with, like, just a couple of flags that some people think can be hard to not only see, but particularly when you pick up, you're not sure which is your trailer. So if you're picking up a whole bunch of trailers from, like, a logistics place, you can't actually see which one is yours very easily. That's the only downside. The plus side, though, comes when you're dropping off, I think, because instead of having this massive flashing green box... What is this guy doing? Seriously, what are you doing? That was really odd. So having a flashing box, you've just got a couple of little flags and you have to reverse into that and align it yourself. And that's where the downside can come, because aligning it can be a slight bit of guesswork. You'll see what I mean when we get in here. But at the moment, I'm kind of enjoying it. Now also, I've got sound fixes working again. Sound fixes mod has been updated. So I've got that running. This side, isn't it? Yeah. Skladsvenzi or something is where we are. Alrighty then. Freight market. Let's take that. Now, the first clue starts in looking at the map on the bottom left there, because it won't be a massive flashing green box, so you've got to kind of pay attention to where it is. Why are these log yards just completely messed up? Can somebody just come and tidy up? Look at this. So you say there's no green box. Now, you know, we happen to know we're picking up timber, so it's one of these two, and obviously if you look at the little map down there, it's obviously this one. But if you imagine this in a distribution yard, with like 10 trailers and stuff, you really wouldn't know which one was yours. But I've not encountered that problem yet. I've not encountered that problem yet, so I'm alright at the moment. Right, so this thing is 20 tons. We have something behind it, so we can't reverse. We also have something down the side of us, so we'll just reverse a little bit. And then we'll have to go this way. I think we can make that. Yes. Oh my god, this yard. The foreman at this place should be shot, quite frankly. This is outrageous. If I was the company owner of this place, I'd just close the gates and say, right, you lot, pick all this up or you're not even going home. I mean, what kind of impression is that? Not only that, there's bound to be some sharp bits sticking up. It's only a matter of time before somebody gets hurt, or there's a nail in one of them or something, it goes in a tyre, and then the drivers are not going to be, oh, very happy, I'm not going that way. I really need to pay more attention. Luckily, on these little side roads, there's never any AI traffic, because it would never work out how to get over that ramp, so I think they lay these roads out to be non-AI. Can you imagine this here in a multiplayer? Can you imagine? You know what would happen. Be like a Mexican standoff. Two truck drivers like, no, I'm first. No, I'm first. And then they just meet on the ramp and that'd be it. Okay. Right, 254 Ks. The only thing I don't like about this truck is it doesn't have the sat-nav. I wonder if I can get one on the window. I might visit the mechanics after we make this delivery, just to see if there's anything I can get. I know there's been a couple of upgrades because we leveled up to level 5, if you remember, in the last video. But I'm just wondering if there's portable sat-nav I can just get on the window there. I can't honestly remember. I think once we start making a bit more money, I might have to upgrade my truck to something else. As much as I've enjoyed driving the Scania 143, whoa! I think as we start to move up in the world, we should start to upgrade our truck as well. So I'll find another good mod. Maybe like a... Actually, I know what I could go for. I could go for one of the Scania P or G series. They're really nice trucks. Maybe one day when somebody makes a mod of the brand new Scania, maybe I could drive that, but not yet. Truck of the Year 2017 already, that thing. Somebody asked me how can it be Truck of the Year 2017 when we're still in 2016? Which is, you know, it's a valid question because it does seem a bit weird. But I think they do these because, imagine if they announced that at this point next year, where we're halfway through 2017, and then they make it Truck of the Year 2017. It'd only be Truck of the Year for 6 months then, because then it'd be 2018, and people would be saying, well, we're in 2018 now, so what's Truck of the Year 2018? Oh, we don't know yet, we can't tell you for 6 months. What? So you might then argue, well, why don't they just make it Truck of the Year in like December or January? Which is a fair point. I suspect some of it is down to the fact that the kind of, whoever it is that decides what's truck of the year, some kind of committee somewhere, I guess. I guess those guys don't want to be doing that kind of thing in December, January. Hello. I'm guessing you've got a radar gun. I don't know. It would make sense to do it at the end of the year, not necessarily in August. Having said that, you see, yeah, I honestly don't know. I'm sure somebody in the business would have a better idea than me. Maybe they can comment as to why it's chosen, you know, in sort of September for the following year. It kind of reminds me a little bit of, let's get into 3 low. It kind of reminds me a little bit of magazines. You know, the hilariousness of magazines where it's September, you go into the magazine shop and you look at the magazines and you can already see November edition. You're like, wait a minute, we're already in September, how can I see the November edition? This doesn't make any sense. And there are actual reasons behind that, which kind of go along the lines of, they don't, like, in terms of the magazine market, they don't ship a September magazine in September. Okay, they get it to the shops before September, so that when you come into the shop in September, it says on it September. That's the theory, right? But what actually happens is the publishers started getting wise to this fact, and in order, you know, if you're a buyer and you're looking at the shelves and you see, you know, I don't know, sort of Trucker's World November edition, sorry, Trucker's World September, and Trucking Greats October, whatever it is, like the different truck magazines, you're going to buy the October one because the September one is probably old, right? So you're drawn to the newer one, and they got wise to this, so they started shipping the magazines like 1, 2, even 3 weeks early to the shops, so they could put them on the shelf, and then their stuff would be more recent, wouldn't it? That's what they started doing. Of course, it got a little bit out of hand. And what actually happened was they would ship them 4 weeks early, but because they also ship them to people who subscribe to the magazine, they ship it to subscribers like a week earlier than it hits the shops. And the net effect of that is the shops then complain and say, well, we want that as well. So they all get them 5 weeks early. So in that first week, you can often find something on the shelves that's not next month, but the month after. It's out of hand, quite frankly, but nobody's going to change it. But it kind of reminds me of that. Like the whole Truck of the Year thing being 5 months earlier than the year. They've kind of announced it so that I guess the marketing machines can build up, and who knows? Who knows how it works? Like I say, if somebody in chat can explain it, go for it. So you can explain in a comment how all that works. Radom. Oh, you know what? What I should have done? Actually, I should have looked at the route because, yeah, thankfully, well, we could nip in there. It's going to be an agency, I think. It's quite a small town. Let's keep going. As long as we've got it discovered. The problem is we can't... can we take a viable... if we take a detour that way, it's going to be a lot longer. Yeah. I think we'll leave it. As much as I'd like to grab that and grab that, I think... you know what? Let's take one of them. Let's take one. Let's go that way. Let's just do the loop. Let's grab that discoverable. Oh, you know what? You know what? I'm not bothered. I'll tell you why, because we've already got the city, and that's the most important thing. I can't be bothered getting the agency as well. Let's just plow on. We're getting nighttime. Whoa, temperature? Speed just dropped. Down to 50. There we go. Yeah, I don't want to go too far out the way to get these things. I don't mind a little detour. I do like coming through Poland though, because Poland rebuilding is so nice. It really is. If you look at Poland rebuilding compared to the stock Poland that you get from SCS, it's unbelievably detailed. like in the number of cities and the details on the map is fantastic. It really does enhance Poland. And you used to be able to get it as a separate mod, but now it's integrated into Pro Mods, so unfortunately that means the only way to get it is with Pro Mods. However, quite frankly, you'd be mad not to have Pro Mods, because it gives you so much more driving space. The only real pain comes is when SCS updates the Eurotruck, and then we have to basically turn off Pro Mods and drive for sometimes 2 or 3 weeks until Pro Mods gets fixed. That's a real pain, that is. Alright, let's try and get my speed back up. You can see my foot is flat on the gas here. We're very much in the green zone, but you can see how much... I wouldn't say the engine's struggling, but with this much weight, it's definitely working quite hard. You can really feel the weight, you know? That'll do. Keep it under 70. I don't know if I've mentioned this before. I can't remember, to be honest with you, but I'm gonna mention it now because I want to bundle it up. I think I did mention it actually. No, I didn't. I only mentioned it in a comment. So yeah, I'm gonna sort of officially tell you this because you're probably wondering why I'm not putting out so many videos last couple of weeks, and you know you're quite rightful in saying. What I think one comment was, "Oh, rip uploads," you know, blah blah blah, the usual drama. But the fact of the matter is that I've not been putting up many videos the past couple of weeks, and there are a number of reasons for this, which I won't go into. But one of the major reasons is that I've been behind the scenes preparing a second YouTube channel. Yep, a second YouTube channel, and you're probably about to hit the keyboard now and go, "Well, hang on, Squirrel. You can't even make daily videos on your main channel, so why are you making a second channel?" Aha! Yes, put your keyboard down. I got you. Well, what's actually the second channel for? Let's start with that. So the second channel, let me put my main lights on. The second channel has one initial main purpose and then a secondary purpose. The main purpose of the second channel is to upload all of my streams, all of my Twitch streams, which I know there's quite a few of you. Let's speed up a bit. I know quite a few of you can't make the stream. Is he going to pull out me, scumbag? They can't make the stream because obviously the stream is live and you guys are from all around the world, so you're all in different time zones to me, and you know, the major disadvantage of streaming is pretty much the time zone difference. So one of the reasons for it is to allow you guys who can't make the streams to actually see them on YouTube. Because although Twitch does archive my streams as past broadcasts, it only does it for 2 months, and it then deletes them. But also Twitch is a little bit tricky to navigate, especially if you're a YouTube kind of guy and don't really know your way around Twitch. It's not that easy to go and find my past broadcasts, to be fair. Although if you just go to the website squirrel.tv, it actually shows you the last 5, so it kind of makes it a bit easier. But nevertheless, you know... Oh man, you scumbag. I hate it when lanes do that. Nevertheless, you guys are used to YouTube and you know how to use YouTube, and it is a better place for pre-recorded content than Twitch is. Twitch is about live. You know, YouTube is about not live, about pre-recorded. So what's going to happen is I've kind of sat down and looked at my various hard drives and worked out how much stuff I've got, and unfortunately, you know, I don't have all the streams that I've ever done. In fact, I only have about the last 12 to 15 months worth, I think it is. So, you know, you're not going to get anything before, I think, and don't quote me on this, I think it's summer last year. It's around about then. I've got from then onwards pretty much every video, every stream. And what we're going to do is upload. I say we, because that's the other part, which I'll come to in a second. But what's going to happen is we're going to upload the streams, all the old ones, starting with Sunday Night Trucking. So the Sunday Night Trucking, which is the regular Sunday trucking show that I do on Twitch, we're going to go back and get all those uploaded. And you'll be able to just sit there and go through them in a playlist. And quite frankly, considering each show is like, you know, 4 or 5 hours long, and there's at least about, I don't know, 50, 60, maybe more of those things, that's a lot of footage to watch, you know? That's a lot of content you can watch. If you want to go back and watch them. After that, I'll be uploading all the other stuff, all the other streams, as well as keeping up with, like every week, just kind of keeping up with the weekly streams and bringing those up. So it will be a place to put all of my streams, which is the primary purpose. What the heck is this turn? Wow, that's the weirdest lane. A turn and a merge? That is insane, that is. Can't imagine that in real life not causing problems. Because basically you turn, and that means you're right and mirror, you can't see what's behind you anymore. You should do the merge and then turn. That's crazy. Or turn then merge, one of the two. So yeah, it's going to be a place to hold all of my streams going forward, alright? Which will mean, like I say, if you want to watch the streams, but you're a YouTube kind of guy, well, you'll be able to do that. The other thing is that it will also contain anything that doesn't really fit on the main channel. Now, quite what that's going to be, I don't know yet. But if, you know, I want to try and keep my channel focused on what it is. It's all about kind of simulators. And I want to try and focus it on that. So my second channel is going to be a place to put things that don't really fall into that category. That could be anything, quite frankly, from a vlog to another game that's not even anything like a simulator of any kind. I could put that on there, you know, just kind of random stuff. And so that's what the second channel is about. Now, in terms of getting the content uploaded, because I'm coming back to my point now about where do I get the time to do this? Well, I'm not going to be one doing it, quite frankly. I'm kind of getting my son involved in what I do, and he's taken on board some of the editing side of things. I'm going to have to teach him, you know, the art of editing. He knows how to use Premiere. Like, I don't know how much yet, but we'll find that out. But I'll teach him what I know about video production, and he can start taking some of the load from me in terms of video editing. But he can also be responsible for making sure my Twitch streams are uploaded onto this second channel every week. That should allow me to focus on just making content, because believe it or not, it takes quite a lot of time to produce content. It's not just a case of sitting down and playing games. It very much isn't that. There's a whole load of stuff involved in doing this full time. And like I say, it is planning, recording, editing, uploading, tagging, thumbnails, you know, scheduling. There's all of that to do just to get the videos out. And if he can take away some of the editing and, well, even the rendering, quite frankly, even, you know, when that's done, and uploading it and tagging it and all, if you can take away a lot of that, that'll actually allow me to make more stuff, because I can then focus on the planning and recording side of things and let him worry about the rest of it, which will certainly make my life a lot better and your life a lot better, because I can make more content. But, you know, that's going to take a little bit of time to get to, assuming, of course, that he does want to carry on and do that. At the moment, I've just got him sort of pegged for... Get into gear. I've just got him pegged for the streaming side of stuff, but I'm hopeful that he'll take over a lot of the editing as well. But we'll see. We'll start by creating the second channel, which will come soon. And then we'll start getting the content up there, then I'll put out a video on announcing it and all that kind of thing. And then you can go and sub to that if you want to, and you know, check out the content there as well. 2 squirrel channels. So that's a kind of a big announcement. But of course I will put out an actual video announcing it when it goes live. Which won't be for... Well, it's going to be sometime in October, I think, when that goes live. Well, actually, given that it's nearly October now, let me rephrase that. It should be done before November, but if it's not, if there are technical issues, I reserve the right to delay that. Right, let's hope there's nobody... I think I might have left that a bit too late. Oh, ow. That's close. Right, the question is the trailer going to follow us? Come on, over the ramp you go. There's two things I've got to watch here. This end clipping, and then of course the... I think this may not work, you know. Come on, over the ramp, and then we'll straighten her up. Like that, and hope we can steal a bit of length. Down there. Yes, made it. Right, now look. See, there's no flashing green. But what you do have is those little guys down there, if you can see them or not, just next to the window. The trailer markers, that is your parking spot. Now, if you want this particular mod, it's actually in the Steam Workshop. Just search for no trailers, I think it is. Just search for the keyword no trailers in the Steam Workshop for Euro Truck and you'll find it. Pretty easy to find. I think I put it in my mod spreadsheet, but I can't remember. Okay, let's bring up that second mirror, because I don't want to turn too sharply here. But without a flashing green box, of course, this thing becomes a lot more difficult. Especially with no depth perception. Plenty of room on that side. Yeah, so now we've got to look for those two upright posts there and kind of work it out from that, roughly, where the green box is. It is more difficult, but as you can see, it's perfectly doable. Some people will struggle with that. So far, I've been okay with it. As long as you put the trailer within those, so the tip is between those two markers, generally speaking, it goes quite well. Much better than a green box. Pickup, though, it could be a different story. Right, how did we do? Almost level 6. We brought in 6,300, which is not bad for a day's work. Let's have a quick look at the... Yes, the situation is we don't need to rest for quite a while. What we're going to do now is just drive around the corner to these guys here, and then we'll carry on onto the mechanic and quickly see if I can get a sat-nav in my display. I hate this ramp here. It's far too aggressive. Look at it. Look how aggressive that is. You know, when you're coming in with a big heavy load like that 20-ton there, it's a real pain, that ramp. It's not even that necessary, I don't think. It's obviously a safety feature to stop you banging out into the main road, but it's just a bit too aggressive. Right, one recruitment agency, and is that an MAN dealer? Looks like an MAN flag. Yep. MAN dealer. Don't know if we had one of those before. We've certainly got one now. Didn't use that much fuel on that run, which is good. You can see the tank's pretty full. But it's 9 PM. So we went 4 in the afternoon to 9 PM and earned 6k. That's not bad. Right. Brake on a second. Let's go to the upgrade shop and interior. Aha, I think we can actually. Oh, level 10. Come on. See, why is that level 10? That just doesn't make any sense. That should be built in, you know? I mean, it's not like you can't have the sat-nav on the overlay. Look at this. Level 10. It's outrageous. Level 19. Hanging items. We could have one of those for 195 euros. We could have a Rocket League ball. Wow. Why would I even want that in my life? Level 17. Seat items. Christmas neons. You what? Merry Christmas? What the heck? That's got to be a typo. Merry Christmas. I've never seen that before. Front mirror. All this stuff. Let's have a quick look outside. There's probably a load of dots that I can now... You know, all these bumper trims I could get. Ooh, that looks nice, doesn't it? How much is that? Refunds, $9.50 to pay. $9.50 to get a white strip. What about this then? Wow. 3,300. 3,300 to get side panels and a nice trim. I like that trim though, I must admit. I'm not sure if I want to pay 3,300. What does this do? Ooh. Ooh. Shiny. Let's go with that. There's probably stuff up here we can get as well. I'm going to stop looking before I spend money. He says, ordering some... Let's get one. Actually, no, let's not. Let's be sensible. We're already spending 3,700. Let's do that. Okay, we didn't get the GPS, but, you know, we just made the truck look a bit better. And you can't put a price on that. So, that profit we just made, I just spent about 2/3 of it on truck accessories. Never take your truck to a truck accessory place. It's just an all-round bad idea. You can't go into these places without spending money. Alright, that seems like a good place to stop. Send my lights off. 9 PM. We won't be sleeping here, of course. We're going to continue our journey, pick up another job, and get out of here. But that's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed that one. Please give me a thumbs up if you did. And until next time, take care. Happy trucking.